Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. On play action, Cousins. And his throw here is incomplete. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I have to say a very solid performance.
Now a deep ball on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
You get a sense of with this game plan, they think they can take a few one-run shots against this defense. They tried it there in the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
On third down, Cousins. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Down. Get in the end zone.
A man who joined the Panthers from the NFC champs, it's Miles Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They've been pretty solid against the pass, toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And how about that last play? Did you see how quickly they got to the ball? Caused a loss of yardage? Yeah, that play shows exactly why their ranking is justified.
And now they're just hoping to see more of that. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the line. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Mekhi Blackman gets in for the tackle. The Panthers hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Chark the motion man right. On 2nd down, here's the option. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Here's 3rd and 7. In motion left comes Williams.
Plastic, six. You, yellow. Ultra, go ultra. Ready?
Young on 3rd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know who this is.
There he goes left side. He's on his way. Touchdown, Vikings. Kene Nwangu, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Got it? 97. Ready.
First down, Young. He'll air one out deep for Mingo. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
What happened? Seriously? Not even a play?
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line.
Shot.
Brought down back at the 14-yard line.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. A big play there for Carolina. 45 yards.
And that one was defensible. They force him in the middle, have the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
And their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. On the counter now, it's Sanders. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
At the Vikings 42-yard line.
On 2nd down, Young. This is caught by Williams. His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Young here, you can see changing the play.
Seal. Black. Set.
Now back to throw. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it.
Ready. Ready.
Going for it with Sanders. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2, but he doesn't come anywhere close. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. First play's a run with Nwangu. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Well, they're making a real first quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 1. They go play action. Cousins. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection.
Play fake. Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Off the play fake. Cousins. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Cousins. This is caught. And he's brought down. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They give it off here to the tight end. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. Touchdown! Kene Nwangu with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Panthers nothing.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
1st and 10. At their own 15-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
And still 2nd quarter, you get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd.
The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27.
A gain of 3 yards. And the Panthers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Another run with Sanders. And he is going to lose yardage here. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Brings up the 2nd and 12 at the 25-yard line.
They'll try to throw now. Young. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Well, when you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
Third and long for Young. He's airing it out for Williams. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Give left side here for Nwangu. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Now Cousins. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
There's conversion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays in that spot. 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
The kick by Joseph is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Carolina. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. And pass across the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Play action now. Cousins. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with...
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the scout troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some talent. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
The Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Williams, the man in motion left. Young. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Running right, here's Sanders. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the 34-yard line.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now Young. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Young, he's going to change it up.
Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, third and long. Young now. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for Carolina. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Cousins now to throw on first down. They'll roll him out right.
That is incomplete.
Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Now that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Second and 10 now, third quarter from Charlotte.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And his throw is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Cousins.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now,
as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Here's Jackson to return. Now a hit and a loose football.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
That's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
All right, here we go. Jump offside. Pick it up.
Here we go. Set. 560. Shot. 17.
In motion right is Mingo.
A first down throw for Young. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
A 4-yard loss brings up 2nd and 14.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
A 2-yard loss on the play. It's 3rd and 16.
Hey, go through.
That's it. Keep it rolling.
Slide through. Hut.
Young to throw it. The Sanders has got it complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Carolina Panther. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Now Young going to move him around.
Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Young to throw it. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. And they're going to speed things up here.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
To throw on 2nd down is Young. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 41. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
It'll buy some time right. And incomplete on the deep ball. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
On 2nd down, here's Nwangu. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 137 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Another run now for Nwangu. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46. On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And that one complete downfield to Allen. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 30. And quickly they get to the line. On play action, Cousins. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Cousins to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I guarantee they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Jeremy Chin picks it up. And the Panthers are right back in this football game. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Following the interception, Young. He'll get this to the rookie, Jonathan Mingo. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and
Young off the play fake. Forced out to his left. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a 1st down. Young. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. and probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Williams being motion left. It's a second down run with Sanders. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Young will set to throw. That is caught. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 37. On the draw, here's Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. And they'll send Williams in motion right. Second down, Young. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Okay, ready?
The Panthers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 19. Here is Young. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Hey, green.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, really about 95% chance of winning.
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
Cousins in step with Jefferson that time. 1st down, Vikings. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins. And to the right side here, it's Allen. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 37-yard line.
Here's Cousins. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 19. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Cousins here to throw. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the
Eagles are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet.
Trouble, 38. Ready?
On the jet sweep, this is Mingo. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
And they will get the conversion on 3rd down, but the clock, a more pressing factor. This is 1st and 10.
Blue, go.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Ready?
Here's Young. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback, because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Cousins. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So now with little time remaining, they'll have this and maybe one more play. And the Vikings hands team able to recover. And that should just about do it. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for Minnesota, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel